Hey guys, Vail back again with another video. This time let's check on the cameras of this Xiaomi 11 Lite NE 5G. It's a really long name, right? Now, to get a better idea what I'm going to do, I'll be comparing the cameras with this Pixel 4a. So we'll see that if there is any significant difference, and it will be really interesting to see that when we are comparing the Mi Camera app with this Gcam. Okay, so before we start, if you're new to my channel, then do hit the subscribe button to watch more videos, and if you've already subscribed, a big thank you to all of you guys. So let's get started.
So first of all, let's start with the specs. This Xiaomi 11 Lite NE comes with a triple camera setup on the back, 64 megapixel primary sensor with aperture 1.79, 8 megapixel ultra-wide and 5 megapixel telemacro sensor. On the front, it has 20 megapixel selfie shooter. Now this Pixel 4a comes with a very simple setup. Yep, 12.2 megapixel sensor on the back, single camera setup, and on the front it has 8 megapixel selfie shooter. Now let's check on the camera app. Yep, this Xiaomi one comes with many options, like particularly apart from the normal ones, portraits and other things, it has certain new things like vlog, movie effects, where you have different effects editing tools. Yeah, dual video. Now this Pixel 4a, it comes with this Gcam, right? It also has these options. Under video we have this cinematic pan. Otherwise there is no other very special options here. The most important thing here is the night side. Now let's check on the samples and we'll see that if there is any significant difference. First of all, let's start with the video samples.
So guys, here is a quick sample from the front camera of Xiaomi 11 Lite NE, and it can record up to 1080p videos at 60 fps. Now let's walk faster to check on the stabilization, and I can tell you that the overall picture quality is actually looking good here. Okay, I'm walking faster now to check the stabilization. You can also check the sound capture because I'm not using any external mic here. And the dynamic range, yes, it could have been better. Okay, we'll be checking on this particular thing on the Pixel 4a. Okay, overall it's good. Let's check the color reproduction here. It is looking good. Yeah, now let's walk faster, and I'm actually impressed with the stabilization because I'm walking really fast and the stabilization is looking good here. Okay, even the dynamic range now, it's okay. Yeah, so let's walk faster again. Now let's switch to Pixel 4a. So now this is from the front camera of Pixel 4a. It can also record up to 1080p videos. Now you can see that here as well the dynamic range is not that good, and I can say that it is actually not capturing that much of detail what we could see in case of Xiaomi 11 Lite NE. Now let's walk faster and we'll see that the stabilization is working or not. Yeah, you can see that dynamic range is not good here as well. Now you let me know which one is better. According to me, the Xiaomi one was better. Now let's walk faster, and if your priority is recording videos, then Pixel 4a is not the one that I would suggest. Yeah, I'm walking faster again. So you can see that the overall color reproduction is not that good on this one, and you can check that the dynamic range is as well not that good. Okay, now let's switch to rear cameras. Now this is from the rear camera of Xiaomi 11 Lite NE, and you can see that the dynamic range is, yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, the colors, they are looking good, and particularly I'm really impressed with the stabilization here. I'm walking faster now. Okay, even the colors, they are looking really good here. Okay, let's check the dynamic range again. You can see that it is actually doing good. It is handling the exposure good. So we'll be checking on the same thing while we'll be recording the video with Pixel 4a. So you can see that it is actually doing good. So you can check the stabilization plus the sound capture. So I can tell you that this rear camera can record good videos. Yeah, and it comes with so many other editing options as well. So you can see that it is actually doing good. Now let's do one thing. Let's check the focus. Yeah. Yes, it is actually doing good in terms of focusing the object as well. You can see that it's windy and the object is moving, but it is actually refocusing well. So let's do the same thing using the Pixel 4a. Now this is Pixel 4a. Both of these can record up to 4K videos, but what I have done, I have kept the resolution at 1080p 60 fps so that we can check the stabilization better. Now I'm working faster, and it is also doing good in terms of stabilizing the video. You can see that the dynamic range is okay. I think it was better on Xiaomi 11. What do you think? Let me know. Let's check the color shifting. It's good. Okay, I'm working faster now, but I have found that the video recording on Pixel 4a is not that good. Okay, I'm working faster. You can see that it is actually struggling a bit to reproduce colors. Now let's do one thing. Let's check the focus again. Please ignore the noise. Okay, so when it comes to refocusing, it is also doing good, but I think Xiaomi 11 was better. Yeah, so what do you think about it? Let me know. So first of all, let's start with some indoor selfies. The very first thing that you will observe is that Xiaomi can capture more light here because of larger sensor here, whereas Pixel has also done good, but to some extent it is looking a bit dull compared to Xiaomi's photos. Okay, now if you see here, if the the light dims a bit, then you can see a kind of yellow tint in the picture from Pixel 4a, whereas Xiaomi has done a better job and it has captured more light. Yeah, and you can see that it can capture better details compared to Pixel 4a. Yes, obviously the dynamic range you can see here is better in the photo from Pixel 4a, but overall picture quality, I would say the color reproduction, the sharpness, skin tone, they are looking better in the photos from Xiaomi 11. Okay, here again you can see that the overall depth effect, they are almost same, but I must say that Pixel 4a has done better here. But the overall image quality, the selfie quality is looking better in the pictures from Xiaomi 11 Lite NE. So what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. According to me, Xiaomi 11 is the winner here. Now when it comes to portrait shots, I would say Pixel 4a is the clear winner here. You can see that Xiaomi can produce boosted colors, but it is not having the portrait effect. The background blur is not being generated properly, whereas Pixel 4a has done a really good job here. Though the colors are not that boosted, but it is very close to natural here. And another thing, when you try to take portrait shots using the Xiaomi camera here, you have to adjust the distance a lot to get the effect. And if the object is moving, like in this sample, you can see that this object was moving, but Pixel 4a has done a really good job here by focusing on the object particularly and creating the blur effect in the background, whereas Xiaomi is struggling. Here again, this is a bit challenging situation, but Pixel 4a has done a good job compared to Xiaomi. And I can tell you that while taking portrait shots, Pixel 4a is something that you can take effortless shots using the Pixel camera, whereas Xiaomi 11 Lite NE struggles a bit. Here again, let me show you this. Here it is a really good example. Here you can see that Pixel 4a has focused on the object and the background effect. Everything is looking really good compared to Xiaomi 11 Lite NE. So I can say that while taking portrait shots using the rear camera, Pixel 4a is the clear winner. Now when it comes to HDR photos, both are actually really good. No significant difference here. But yes, Pixel 4a is more consistent compared to Xiaomi. Xiaomi tends to produce boosted colors, but yes, it has more details because of the larger sensor here. It can capture more details compared to Pixel 4a. Here again, you can see that the colors, they're looking better in the picture from Xiaomi, but Pixel 4a is looking a bit dull, I would say. Yeah, it tends to produce more natural looking colors, whereas Xiaomi produces a bit overboosted colors and more details you can see. So it is a personal preference, I would say, but in terms of HDR effect, both are equally good. Here you can see that the sky, they are looking almost same in both the photos. Yeah, so in terms of HDR photos, there is no significant difference. So here it is a tie. But yes, Xiaomi has the upper hand here because it comes with this wide angle sensor. So you can see that it can also produce decent looking images with better, HDR effect. So which is missing on Pixel 4a. So if your priority is wide angle, then yes, Xiaomi is the winner here. Now, if you like to take close-up shots or macro shots, then Xiaomi 11 Lite NE is the better option because it comes with dedicated macro lens, which is missing on Pixel 4a. And the good thing is that this lens is not gimmicky, it works actually. You can see the difference here. You can get closer to the object and still it can focus and create good amount of details. Okay, so it is good actually. Now compared to Pixel 4a, it's not having this option. So if you want to take close-up shots, then Xiaomi 11 Lite NE is a really good option because it is actually producing good looking images with better details and overall image quality. The color reproduction is better. Yeah, so if your priority is close-up shots, macro shots, then Xiaomi 11 Lite NE is the better option. So finally, let's talk about the night photography, and here you can see it very clearly that Gcam does the magic here, because the amount of light that it captures and the overall detailing, the overall color reproduction, the noise reduction particularly, it's amazing. And if you compare it with Xiaomi 11, then it's far better. Okay, Xiaomi 11 can produce good amount of detail and better looking image if the lighting condition is good. Okay, but when it gets darker, then Pixel 4a is the clear winner. Here you can see that there is no significant difference because good amount of lighting was there. Yeah, here again you can see that Xiaomi Lite, it is also doing good. Okay, but overall noise reduction is far better in the photo from Pixel 4a. Now if it gets darker, okay, in challenging lighting condition, Pixel 4a is far ahead. Let me show you this. Here you can see that this was a very challenging situation and Pixel 4a has handled the lighting, the overall exposure, the detailing, even the colors. It was really dark actually, but Pixel 4a has done a really good job here compared to Xiaomi 11 Lite NE. So it's not like that Xiaomi 11 is really bad. It is also good, but compared to Pixel 4a, it is not that good. Here again you can see that it was also a bit challenging condition. The light was behind, from behind the tree, but the overall exposure, the lighting, it has been handled really well by Pixel 4a. Yeah, so I can tell you that if the lighting condition is good, Xiaomi 11 also produces good looking images, but when it is actually darker than Pixel 4a. Here you can see that I was under a lamppost, and you can see that Xiaomi 11 is also doing good. Okay, but overall exposure, the background, you can see that detailing, they are really good in Pixel 4a compared to Xiaomi 11. So the overall handling of light, it is far better in Pixel 4a. Even the detailing, the t-shirt you can check, right? But when it is darker, then you can see the significant difference here. Okay, Pixel 4a is far ahead of Xiaomi. So the Gcam, particularly the night mode, is really, I would say, the best in this price segment. Still, at this moment where you have other phones like Note 2, but I believe the night side is still better in Pixel 4a. Okay, so what do you think about this comparison? Let me know in the comments. Now, honestly, if you ask me, if you want a overall good camera setup, then Xiaomi is a really good option here because the video recording is better than Pixel 4a. But if you want to take portrait shots and video recording is not your priority, then Pixel 4a is a really good option still at this moment, where you can get it around for just 25 or 26,000. Okay, at this price point, Pixel 4a is really good option. But very important point is here is that if you record videos, then Pixel 4a is not a good option because the video recording is not that good. Yeah, overall, video quality is good, but the sound capture is really poor, and indoor video recording is really poor when it comes to Pixel 4a. Okay, now if your priority is just clicking effortless photos, then Pixel 4a is really good option. Okay, otherwise Xiaomi 11 is also not that bad. Okay, particularly the video recording capabilities with so many editing tools. Okay, so what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments, and if you end up liking my videos, then do hit the subscribe button and do hit the like button and share with your friends to help me grow this channel. Okay, so till the next video guys, cheers.